Once I have an impulse or gut feeling, when is the best time to react and take action? And that is super important. That is the moment that you have the least resistance to it. Hi there, I'm back with reading for my upcoming book, 33 Days to Flow, which is packed with short, but I believe very powerful steps, tips, hints in order to create more flow in your life and, more importantly, stop sabotaging yourself. Because I believe we are basically born in flow and then we pile on all those sabotages, those conditioned beliefs, those stories we tell ourselves that usually just keep us out of flow. I see it in the future that people use it kind of as a daily inspiration. You know, you go through it once, you probably do the flow challenge once, and then you just pick, you go, okay, what do I need to think about today? Right now, we are reading, we are not even halfway through. We are on day 12. And so, without further ado, let's start. Day 12, the rocket launch principle. This has blown my mind in one of the live interviews that we did during the last 33 Days to Flow challenge. And it was so perfectly in time that I made it your flow tip number 12. As you know, flow is all about following the true intuitive impulses we get. But the question is always, once I have an impulse or gut feeling, when is the best time to react and take action? Shall I wait till I have the universe knock at my door at least 3 times with the same signs, or until life hits me over the head with its messages, or do I take inspired action sooner than that? It turns out that the best time to take inspired action is that very moment when you are inspired, when you get an impulse or you have that idea. Because, and that is super important, that is the moment that you have the least resistance to it. Let me repeat this. The moment you have the idea is also the moment that you have the least resistance to it. My friend Suzanne Franson calls it the rocket launch principle. And she said, when you usually have a good and strong idea, you often wait in order to think about it. However, what also happens in that time that you think about it is that your limiting beliefs and your bullshit monkeys are getting louder, using that window of time to talk you out of it. We talked about your old scripts and conditioned beliefs before. So if you have a gut impulse to make that particular phone call, reach out to that person, make that post, apply for a job, or even say no to something, do it now, straight away, before your old monkeys take over again, telling you it's not worth it and that you shouldn't. You can maybe relate and think of moments in your life where you should have just followed that impulse. You know, these I should have just listened to my gut feeling back then moments. In our wonderful conversation during the 33 Days to Flow challenge, Suzanne dropped this wisdom. The hack number one to making taking action easier is the rocket launch principle. When you get that first impulse, the time where you need to take action is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 now. When you have the impulse is the optimal timing for you to act on the impulse. This principle will shut off a lot of the monkey chatter in your brain because that is mostly centered around the fear of whatever change is coming. A beautiful added bonus to making taking inspired action easier is this. As soon as these monkey voices experience that they're not dead after the change, after you have taken action, stillness will arrive in your inner world and you start growing. The paradox here is that we wait because we believe the fear will get less or it will disappear, when in truth, it is actually the opposite. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. So the moment the impulse hits is the perfect timing for us to take action. It's the perfect rocket launch time. And that was chapter 12. If you have missed the first few days of the 33 Days to Flow book, a link to the entire playlist should show up right here, right now. And if this content resonates with you, please leave me a like or comment under this video and subscribe to my channel. It really does help in order to get more free content out for you. And remember to also hit that little bell so YouTube can let you know when the next video has come out. And in chapter 13, we'll be looking at the 2 consequences that always happen when you set a strong intention. This is super powerful and, in my opinion, very important to know when you do reach out for your goals, your dreams, your desires, and you set a strong intention.